So unconscious people react, and conscious people respond. That's the rule. Right now you're going to see a lot of unconscious people. And as you go into the supermarkets and you're trying to get something and you're trying to park your car, there are going to be a lot of people that are so focused on their own needs, on their own self, that you're going to see a lot of reaction. So where does this reaction come from? What is it that bothers you when someone does something? I think I told you about this a long time ago. I went down to Publix and I put my groceries in and I just left my cart at the front end. I was going to get back into my car. And this guy looked at me and says, "Come on, you can walk that cart, to the storage place. It's just 10 feet away. You want it to be bumping into everybody else's car? What kind of people are you?" Right? And if she had said, "You can do that," that would have been fine. And when she said, "What kind of people are you?" what happened? It touched something inside of me, right? She's calling me a racist. She thinks I'm a person of color. She thinks she's a white woman. She can get away with anything. How dare she speak to me like that? So what if I leave the cart there? Who is she to tell me where to leave my cart? All of this, right? And I could have, it was right there. I was almost going to say it. It's none of your business what I do with my cart. Okay. But then something stopped me. And I said, "You're so right. We should never leave our carts here. I'm so sorry. Thank you for pointing it out." And I took my cart and I put it away. And I was so happy with myself. I was so happy. It was something so small. But I did the right thing. Right? Because I was wrong and she was right. See, in most situations, we never stop to examine about who's fair and who's not fair. This happens between husband and wife. The rice is uncooked. It's like, you cook the rice then. It's the first thing that comes. You think you can make it so much better, you do it. Right? If the rice is uncooked, you haven't even checked to see if the rice is uncooked, if that's a fair statement or an unfair statement. We react from our conditioning. You believe that nobody and nothing has the right to tell you how to live your life. Yet every day, you're getting life lessons in small ways. In very small ways. Just to be happy regardless. I always remember this. We were coming back from Marve in Bombay, driving. We stopped at the Worli traffic light, if you all are familiar with that. And this young boy came up to sell us gajra. Gajra are the jasmine flowers for the hair. Little boy in short, torn, tattered shirt. And he had this bunch of flowers. And Sultans of Swing started playing in the car. Rajiv loves Dire Straits. And the music, he started removing the thing and dancing to it. Just that moment of utter joy. He has nothing. He has nothing. But he took that little moment to just be happy. See, we have a lot to learn from our circumstances. We have a lot to learn from people. Every experience, every encounter you have with anybody is a learning experience. You're constantly a work in progress. Guruji will always say, you're all teachers, you're all students, you're all this. Some are reaching, some have reached, some are helping others reached, and some think they have reached. You have those, right, who think they know it all. You think they've achieved everything. But no. There is so much to learn, that we are always a work in progress. And that's when that humility and gratitude comes in. Humility is a very, it's not everyone that can be humble in a situation, because it is hard when you have something called the ego. It is hard because you have trained yourself, the world has trained you. Don't let people take you for granted. Don't let people walk all over you. Have the last word in. And you have so many situations where you're arguing with someone. And there are those who love getting that last word in. Signing off, putting the phone down, saying, finishing off that text with that last message, or saying something really smart. See, I'm the kind of person that's a hindsight person. 2 days later, I'll think of what I should have said. I never have the right words at the time. I keep quiet for the most part. Right? But there are times when the ego just takes over. You don't have control. And it's already burst. It's a downward movement of prana. Anger and awareness are both at the Agnya Chakra. When prana descends, it comes out as anger, and when prana ascends, it comes up as awareness. So when we are meditating, what we are trying to train our bodies to do is to always have prana ascending. Prana is subtle energy. Prana is that which makes it all happen. You help the prana through the breath. And even though the breath comes in through the nose, the prana ascends from the bottom of the spine upward. It's a different kind of a movement, and it's what makes the digestion happen, the heart work, your organs work. It makes it all happen, right? So you're always looking for that moment of awareness. That ability to wait for a few seconds and then give the right response. If you say it immediately, more likely it's coming from the ego. If you wait for a few seconds, you will understand that the other person is unconscious. And you have to say my calm versus his anger. Which one is greater? You can calm anyone's anger down. There was a situation with people used to tell us about, again, Guruji. He was talking in San Francisco, and this white supremacist guy came at him with a knife. Onto the stage with a knife, saying that you are converting everyone, you're doing this, you're doing that, it's a cult and all of this. And he says, okay, you can kill me, but just listen to me first. And the guy waited, and over time, apparently he became an Art of Living teacher. Wow. Completely converted. It is the ability to use your energy to calm the other person down. Now, in the case of the supermarket, had I said, How dare you call me racist, whatever, slurs, and how dare you talk to me like that? How would it have ended? It would have been extremely unpleasant. Yes, I had to swallow my pride. And I had to acknowledge that I had done something wrong. And there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. You don't need to win every argument. You don't need to have the final say in every conversation. And more I find that because I'm in silence so much of the time, most of my day, I'm not a very good conversationalist. I kind of live in an alternate universe, so I really don't know what's happening in the world. Don't know I can't contribute. If the talk is about politics, I haven't, whatever little bit filters down, I know a little bit. I know nothing about pop culture. I can't remember anyone's name. I don't know what the latest movies are. So I'm totally out of it. And that's okay. The one thing I can talk about is this. And even there, you take a step back because each day you encounter just great souls and wonderful people who have such wonderful things to say. My biggest teacher is the maid who cleans my house. Try having a spiritual conversation with Olga.
I know, I already have that.
She's an amazing, she's a bright light of just divine energy. If I have any problem, believe it or not, which I can't talk to my family about, I will talk to Olga. And her Christian beliefs is strongly Catholic. But the kindness and the compassion and the love that she has, you don't have to be any type of person or from any background to just be in touch with your source. It can happen at any time to anybody. And make it happen this moment. If you make it happen this moment, you will be permanently in gratitude. It's a feeling that just now, it's all fine, just as it is. That's what I feel when I get up from my meditation. It's a feeling that, I don't think about what I don't have. I never come from a perspective of lack at that point. At that point, I feel very complete. And then through the day, it starts creeping in a little bit, and then it's time for your evening meditation or your chanting or whatever, so you pump yourself up again. Yeah, this is a constant work in progress. Constant work in progress. And the idea is to become a conscious human being, in touch with people, compassionate and caring, living your life with a smile on your face all the time. Not worried about anything that happens, not worried about who said what to you, who put you down, who's taking you for granted. Anything can happen, but you continue to shine just like a flowering rose. It can't help it. It doesn't care if you think you're a pretty rose, you say you're a pretty rose, you're an ugly rose, I love your color, I don't love your color. It blooms regardless, because that is its very nature. It is in your nature to have gratitude, to have care, to have compassion. And these little moments, these tiffs, these little conversations that we have, they take away from it. So learn the technique of taking a step back. And that comes with awareness. Right? If you don't have awareness, you're going to respond. And awareness comes only with meditation. Meditation does not remove your thoughts. It only makes you aware of your thoughts. And that is precious, because unconscious people just go from thought to thought to thought to thought. But conscious people recognize when a thought is damaging, when a thought is good. Conscious people put away thoughts that are destructive and hold on to thoughts that are uplifting. That is why we meditate. Because beyond and above everything else, you have to know that happiness is your birthright. And that you have to do everything to remain happy. You need 3 things: faith, courage, and gratitude. Faith that it's all going to be fine. Courage to do what has to be done, to face whatever you're facing. And gratitude to know that it's all good, it's all been great. You are blessed. These are the 3 things you require. And then just breeze through life.